What's up guys, my name is Ace, and just in case you guys don't know yet, yesterday we had 2 new guns added to Black Ops 3, as well as 2 new melee weapons, but today we're going to be focusing on the 2 new guns. I'm going to be giving you guys a very basic look at these weapons. It's not going to be anything super detailed yet, because we don't have the hard-coded stats at the time of me recording this video. They will be out very shortly, I'm sure, but as it is right now, I just did a little bit of hand testing just to give you guys an indication of what these guns are capable of. So first off, we have the Banshee. This is a energy shotgun, and it fires a slug. So instead of several pellets, it's just one projectile, and this projectile is actually quite large, and it has travel time. That's a very key thing with this. This is not a hit scan weapon. You actually fire a projectile with this, so it is possible to kill trade against this shotgun. And another thing that's important to note is it'll be a one-shot kill at any range, even in core game modes, even across the map. I tested on Fringe here up close, out to just beyond 38 meters, and then just beyond 50 meters, and then finally way out to like the longest line of sight you'll ever find in the game. It's always going to be a one-shot kill, unless they have kinetic armor. If they have kinetic armor and you hit them in the body, it won't be a one-shot kill. So that leads me to believe that the damage is somewhere between like 100 to 150. Another thing that's kind of important to note is since it's actually firing a projectile instead of like a spread of pellets, if you hip fire this, the projectile can go in like any direction within your hip fire cone. So therefore, at longer ranges, you absolutely don't want to be hip firing this. It'll be completely based on luck at that point. You do want to be aiming down sight to make sure that the projectile is actually going straight. It won't go straight if you hip fire, or it probably won't go straight if you hip fire. It has a chance to, but it's not likely. For the other gun, we have the Rift E9, and this is actually a pistol, and it's also an energy weapon just like the Banshee. With this one, you fire 2 projectiles in a burst, so it's a 2-round burst. And again, these projectiles have travel time, so again, this is not a hit scan weapon. And with this, based on my really early guesses, you do about 75 to 80 damage per shot. Again, I'll keep you guys posted once we get the actual hard-coded stats on this, but that's just my guess based on how it interacted with kinetic armor, as well as how it behaved in core game modes. So this means it's always going to be a 2-shot kill in core game modes, but if they have kinetic armor, it'll take 2 shots to take their armor down, and then another 2 to kill them. And in hardcore, it will always be a one-hit kill. So with this one, I find it can be very difficult to use out to anything beyond a medium range, and the reason for that is first off, you have that travel time of the projectile, and second, you have recoil. So your first shot will go dead on right where you were aiming, but your second shot will actually be slightly above it if you were aiming down sight. And if you hip fire, those 2 shots will be randomized within that cone, within that hip fire cone. So if you are up close, I would say it's okay to hip fire it. And if you're at like medium range, you can aim down sight and you can be pretty confident your first shot will hit, assuming the travel time is fast enough and the enemy doesn't move out of the way. But your second shot will often be above their head. So if you are challenging anybody at like medium range, try to aim super low, like aim for their groin basically. So your first shot will hit really low and your second shot will come up and end up hitting them like up in the chest area. Another thing I wanted to point out with the pistol is headshots don't seem to really matter as far as making it like a one-shot kill in core. It does not make it a one-shot kill in core if you shoot them in the head with this pistol. It's still going to be 2 shots to kill. One last thing I wanted to mention for both of these guns is there is no penetration whatsoever. So that means you can't even shoot through the thinnest pieces of cover. So overall, I haven't really had a chance to play with these guns a bunch yet and get a thorough test on them, so I can't really review them too much. I can just give my initial thoughts based on my testing here, and it seems like these are kind of gimmicky guns. I mean, they're not going to be consistent at all, because with how fast people move in this game, by the time you fire that shot, and by the time the projectile gets to them, they're probably going to be in a completely different place. So it's great for taking out campers probably, or like pre-firing. If you're really lucky, you can just think to yourself, a guy might come to that piece of cover in a couple seconds or something, and then you fire a shot, and then he might meet up with it. But in reality, I don't feel like these guns are going to be super practical. And again, I think that's a good thing for a supply drop gun. I don't think supply drop guns should be really good. And I feel they should be kind of a gimmicky thing that can be kind of fun to use, but it's honestly not going to be the most practical thing to use. Now, before we wrap this up, I just wanted to say a big thanks to DJ Pyramids, as well as Dark Kitsune, and there were a few other guys in there, but those are the guys I was getting the guns from. They helped me test these. They were the ones that actually got these guns and went into a custom game with me and let me kill them and pick their gun up and test them. So thank you guys so much. There were a few more of you guys in the lobby. I really appreciate you guys helping me out. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up. So I'd like to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. If you have either one of these guns or both, let me know, and let me know how you like it so far. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.